Hey, okay, I'm back. That was weird. I guess, damn it. Hope I didn't lose everybody. I don't know, I don't see anybody now. Oh, boo. Internet went out, so here I am trying to do this again. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure everything's working. Hey, Fred, how are you? Hey, David. Sorry, the internet completely went out in the entire store. Of course, when I do this. Does it all the time. Of course it would. Hey, Cody, how are you? Hey, Israel, how are you? Hey, sorry about that. The internet went out. Okay, so let's go back to doing what we were doing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Live with Kristy. Wicked Wednesday, Werewolf Wednesday, whatever Wednesday you're having. Now I'm like, I done lost my train of thought. I done lost my mode, damn it. I hate the internet. Oh, hey, how are you? Here after billiards, how are you? Hello, Anthony. Oh, you got a new place. That's awesome. Hello, Trico. How are you? Wonka Wednesday. Oh, I like that. I like that. I'm going to use that too. Thanks. Hey, Rob. Hey, Captain Spaulding. Hello, Dan. How are you? Hello, Michael. All right. I know. You start paying the internet bill. The internet goes out here all the freaking time, y'all. It's all the time. Okay, so anyway, so this week on the podcast, me and Philip did the podcast this week because today is Brian's birthday. If you have not wished Brian a happy birthday, please go tell Brian a happy birthday. So I gave him the day off for his birthday. So me and Philip did the podcast, and we talked about the sacrifice game. And I'm also going to talk about Night of the Missing. And then another movie, a friend of mine's movie called The Circle of Death. So those will be the three main movies I'm going to talk about. And I have some honorable mentions as well. I've got a few products I want to talk about. I do have another Christmas honorable mention movie I'm going to talk about. And then I had gotten some gifts today. When I came to the store, I had some packages waiting for me. And I got some gifts from people. And I'm going to show y'all those because they're really cool. So, yeah, got lots to talk about. So what y'all saying? Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for coming here. Appreciate it. Let me get caught up on messages. Yes, yay, happy birthday. I did make a post on my Instagram too. Hey Terry, how are you? I made an Instagram post about Brian's birthday too, if you wanted to go on there and tell him happy birthday or send him a little message or whatever. So thank you, Fred. Fred said he likes my shirt. This is our center t-shirt. It's the Nightmare Toys center t-shirt. We do have it in small to, was it 3X? Small to 3X, and my earring just fell out of my ear. What is going on?
The room is haunted.
Ah! My earring literally just fell out. I don't know where it went. Okay, let's just take the other one out so I don't look stupid. Why did that do that? That's so odd. Oh, don't we love live TV? And these are my earrings too, and it just fell out. Jeez. God. Okay. That's funny. And congratulations, Fred, on the new job. He got a new job. He's going to start in January. So congratulations on that. Hello, Orlando. I didn't see you. Hello, how are you? Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Okay, so let's get started. Besides the sacrifice game, the other two movies are anthology movies, actually. I kind of noticed as I was looking through other movies to watch, there's a lot of new anthology movies out. on different streaming services, Shudder, Screenbox, whatever. So I don't know if that's just a thing right now or whatever, anthologies, but yeah, pretty cool. I don't mind anthologies. I like them. Because you get a whole bunch of different really cool stories within the movie. So let's talk about those first. So my friend's movie, The Circle of Death. Hello, JB. How are you? And before I even do start, though, I did generally like everything that I watched. I didn't hate anything that I watched. I am not sure where The Circle of Death is streaming. JB, if you're listening, can you please... Thank you, Fred. I really appreciate that. You're so sweet. JB, if you're listening, can you please tell the audience where it's streaming or where people can watch the movie? I rented it on Amazon. It was $1.99 on Amazon. Totally worth it. But, I mean, maybe it's streaming somewhere else. I'm not sure. Franchise decided to continue the anthology idea. See, I would have been good with that. Prime Minister. Okay. I would have been good with the Halloween doing an actual anthology like it was supposed to. I would have been okay with that. But then I wouldn't have gotten part 2. And I really love part 2 of Halloween because, you know, it's in the hospital and all that. But yeah, I would have liked to see what they would have done with Halloween though. So anyway, so The Circle of Death, brand new movie, like I said, independent film. It's only like an hour and 6 minutes long. It's not real long, so just an hour of your time. And it was really worth it. The main story, there's not really like a main story, but there is a DJ, and he's the narrator of the movie and kind of telling the stories. And his name is Dead Man Dave. That's his name. That's the DJ's name, the narrator. And so he's telling these stories. There's 4 stories. And like one kind of goes off of Edgar Allan Poe and one kind of goes off of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So he kind of elaborates about each story and then it goes into the stories. The first story is called 3 to Go. I'm not going to like really get real into the stories since they're not very long. I don't want to like spoil everything for you, but the first story is called 3 to Go, and it is about 4 friends that come together, and it seems like this is something they do like every year kind of a thing. I think they were friends. I don't know if they were family members or friends, but there's 4 people. They came together for a game, and it's a game. They're telling stories of people dying, but yet there's a twist. As the story goes on, there's a twist with all of those stories. You kind of find out that they actually did the killing. And then there's another little twist, which I won't say, that goes along with that, with the four friends. So that was an interesting little story. I liked that. At first I was a little confused, and I was kind of like, what kind of game is this? I didn't understand until it kind of went on a little further. And then I was like, oh, okay, that was good. I liked that. The second story I really enjoyed. It's called The Hunter and the Hunted. And it was pretty much about a crazy redneck guy that kidnapped a girl and had her handcuffed to a tire swing. You can see she's got blood all over her. She's about half naked, and she's handcuffed to a tire swing. And this crazy redneck, he's up in his, what do you call the big chairs that people sit in to shoot deer and stuff. Tree stand. I don't know why I can't think of that. The tree stand. He's sitting up in his tree stand with a big rifle, and now he's telling her a story, kind of like, this is why I kidnapped you. Well, she's bait. She is bait for a creature. The creature's okay looking. There's certain moments it's like, but then there's other moments when you see the creature, it's like, oh, you know, it's kind of spooky. I guess it's just the way they filmed it or something maybe. But he has like these CGI'd flies around him, which I thought were kind of a nice added touch, even though they're CGI'd, but they gotta be, obviously. But it was a nice added touch, though, to the creature. Just him walking around, all these flies surrounding him, you know. And it was kind of filmed in a way of like an old VHS too. So it's kind of filmed in that sort of grindhousey way as well. But yeah, that's kind of what the story was about. And I liked that story. I was like, oh, well, I wouldn't mind this story being like a feature story, like a longer, like that being the whole movie. I just thought that was quite interesting. What are y'all saying really quick? So JB said you can get it on Prime if you like to check this out. Well, you know I love H4. I like H4, y'all. Hey, Jose, how are you? Hello, Richie. 78 and we're supposed to be in the story, and every other Halloween movie was something different. Actually, with the anthology, the part 2 Halloween movie, that actually wasn't going to happen either. It was going to be a whole other story. And then everybody just kind of like really loved Michael Myers from the 78 one. And they had already had part 3 filmed already, and they were going to use that as the second movie. But since everybody loved Michael Myers in the first movie, they kind of put that off to the side for a minute, and then they ended up just making the H2 that we all know. And then they were like, well, I guess we need to release this other movie, so here it is as part 3, and so forth. So so the other story, the third story, is called The Dirty Handsman. I think I got that right. The narrator is kind of talking a little fast, and I was trying to write down the names of the story. So I think I got that right. I didn't really write much notes on that one. It's just kind of like a psycho dude that's kind of around doing psycho stuff, kind of a thing. And then the fourth story is called Perfect. And it's kind of a Frankenstein type story where someone is making a woman kind of a thing. And then, yeah. And then it evolves into that. I think I really enjoyed the second story the most. I have to say, like I said, I feel like that could have been really cool as a feature length film. I'm not sure who was in the creature outfit, but maybe a little work on the creature outfit a little bit. But other than that, it was pretty cool. But I give Circle of Death a nice, good, solid 7. I'm gonna say 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed the stories for the most part. And then with it only being a little over an hour, I love that. So yeah, it was great. Not too bad. So good job, JB. Thank you for telling me about your movie, and I really appreciate it. So thank you. Fred is sweet. Thank you very much, Fred. We're going to have to come over to the pizza place. And you know what? And I was just talking to you earlier, Fred, about pizza. And then we went over to Good Pie and ate just because it's right down the road. Go see Fred at Tropicana Pizza, though. Putting you a shout out there. Hello from Australia. Hello, Chris. Oh, so Michael from Grim Life is in the outfit. Okay, so I thought that was him because I seen on IMDb that he's in this, but I didn't see him. So I was like, I bet he's in the creature outfit. And he is, yeah, because the creature's real tall and thin like Michael is. So yes, that's a good point. So Michael from Grim Life Collective, he's actually playing the creature in that story. So JB, let me just say this. So there were a few moments where you can really just kind of see the costume, and it was okay moments. But then there was other moments where he was in a cave, and then all of a sudden he just came at you at the camera. Those were some real spooky moments of the creature. So I liked that too. And I did like I said, the CGI'd flies around him and everything. And then once you see all the carnage that the creature has done, you see all these flies. I thought that looked really cool. Hello, Elaine. Thank you. How are you? All right. So there's one anthology movie for you. Let's move on to the other anthology movie I watched. You know what? Now that I think of it, I think I'm probably giving all of the movies I watched a 7. That's just a fair fair rating there for all these movies. Okay, so the next movie I did see a few people already post about and talk about a little bit. It's called Night of the Missing. It's another Christmas movie, and it's on Screambox. Let me pull that up on my IMDb really, really quick. It is an hour and 15 minutes long, so it's not very long either. I'm liking these movies that aren't very long. Let's see. Night of the Missing. Here we go. Yeah, it's like an hour and 15 minutes long. I didn't really recognize anybody in here except for Bill Moseley was in here for like a moment. And that was it. Other than that, I didn't recognize any other actors or anything in this movie, though. So anyway, this is another anthology movie. And it starts off with this, like, strange lady. It's storming. It's Christmas time, but it's storming outside. And so she's coming in from the storm, and she looks homeless and all this stuff. It's just really just strange lady that just walks into a police station. And she is sitting there. The sheriff is asking her, like, why are you here? What's going on? There's nobody else at the police station. It's just the sheriff. She's all by herself. And so she starts telling stories. Now, behind her is a missing persons bulletin behind her. And there's just missing people all over the place. So what the anthology goes into is her telling stories of some of the people that are on that missing persons bulletin board and telling their stories. And then, of course, at the end, once you get back to the main story of her being in the police station, you get a little twist at the very end, which was nice, I thought. So I did like that little backstory of being in the police station, it being Christmas time and all that. The other stories involved were not Christmassy. It's just like the main backstory of it that's Christmassy. And it's taking place all in the sheriff's office. So anyway, so she's kind of picking people out on the bulletin board, and she's just telling their stories on how they went missing and what happened to them. And of course, the sheriff was like, how do you know all this? And then that's when you get the twist at the end. So there's 4 stories. The first story is, they didn't have like titles to them or anything. Excuse me. But the first story is about an ice cream truck and a kid. Now, the stories aren't very long. Like, they're very, very short. So I can't really go into each story for you. Otherwise, I'm just going to tell you the whole thing. But the first one's about an ice cream truck. Obviously, like a crazy ice cream man, but it ends up being a clown. And a kid getting some ice cream. And things happen. I liked that story. I thought it was beautifully shot. And whoever did the ice cream truck and did all the different ice cream cones and different ice creams and all that, and it looked really good. It looked really cool. So I really liked that little story. And of course, whenever you have a kid involved, it can get interesting. And a clown. Story 2, a girl just kind of goes missing into a TV type of thing. Some kind of weird stuff is happening with her at home. She's home by herself. She's having a good time. This one was interesting because it shows her, and I'm just going to say it. So it's a young girl. She's by herself. She's on her own, and she's just having a good time at home, right? So she's brushing her teeth with an electric toothbrush, and then she looks at the electric toothbrush like, what else can I do with that? And then they show that. If you know what I mean. Just saying. But anyway, she ends up getting sucked into a TV. Gotta watch it to know what I'm talking about. Story 3, it had no dialogue in the third story, but I thought the third story was very creative. how do I explain it? So, like miniature models, like in Beetlejuice, there's a whole miniature model of the town, right? Okay. So they're showing a miniature model of a town, but yet there's 2 real live girls that are stuck in this little miniature place. And then you see this old guy who is coming into the room, and he's looking at this miniature model, and he sees these girls running around in it, but he's just watching. It's a little strange. But what it is they're just trying to get out of there, kind of a thing. But yet the other people in the model are miniature models. Actually, they're not real people. So the look of them is very waxy, like they're wax museum type things. But it looks really cool, though. It's very creative. I know it sounds weird, and it is weird, but it's creative. Didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but again, it was creative. So there's that. The story 4 was a ghost story, and it was pretty brutal. So, and I actually liked that story the best. But like I said, the ending of the main story, there is a little twist. You find out what's going on with the lady, and it gets a little weird. I did write that down. I put ending was weird. It did get a little weird, but it's a little twist. But it was decent. The whole movie was decent. I liked the idea of telling stories of missing people from the missing person's bulletin board in a police station. I liked that whole idea of it. I thought that was pretty interesting. An interesting way to go about telling other stories within a movie and making it an anthology. So it's on Screambox, y'all. Again, another hour or so movie. It was decent, and I give it a 7 as well. So what are y'all saying? Hey, Noah. How are you, Noah? Hey, Eric. Eric from Secret Stash. How are you? Hey. I'm not on Facebook anymore, so I don't get to see y'all or talk to y'all anymore. But I hope you're doing well. Hey, Anthony. How are you? He's saying hello from Washington State. Yes, we covered A Wonderful Knife last week. So if you'd like to go back on our YouTube and go check out our podcast, we talked about it, me and Brian. And then I also talked about it on my live show last week, too. I don't think I liked it as much as a lot of other people did, though. Oh, good. Elaine got her order from the Black Friday sale. I'm glad you liked everything. She got the Ghostface eggs, the little handmade by robot eggs, and the Ouija t-shirt. Well, thank you very much for ordering. I'm glad you got it, and I'm glad you love everything. Hello, Jesus. How are you? Thank you very much. I appreciate the compliments. Electric toothbrush, but adding to the watch list. I know. Oh, I know. Hey, Katie. How are you, Katie? How are you doing? I know, like, I was not expecting that with the toothbrush. She's just literally just brushing her teeth, and then all of a sudden she's like, And then it goes to that scene. And I was like, oh my God, they're going there. Okay. She was having a real fun night by herself in her apartment until she gets sucked into the TV. Anyway. All right. So next movie, let's talk about the podcast movie. I did spoilers on the podcast. We did spoilers. It's a little bit hard not to spoil some stuff with this movie and talk about it. So there's going to be spoilers. Sorry. But The Sacrifice Game, that is also on Shudder. It is an hour and a half long. Again, I'm giving it a 7. Philip gave it a 7. And Brian also gave it a 7. So lucky number 7s all the way across the board with this one. Dan, I know you already posted that you've already watched it. Now I want to know what you thought. So tell me in the comments, Dan. So did she floss afterwards? Oh my God, Michael. don't know. That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. That's so funny. I'm doing good, Katie. Thank you so much for asking. I'm good now that I'm sitting here talking with y'all and talking horror movies. Anyway, I really like The Sacrifice Game. It is a Christmas movie. It's very Christmassy. He gives it an 8. Okay, good. So you did like it. Awesome. Yay. Oh, thank you, Fred. It is a very Christmas movie. Again, I had mentioned on the podcast, I've mentioned before that if you're going to do a holiday movie, Christmas, Halloween, whatever holiday, I want it to scream that holiday within the movie. And they did a good job with making it very Christmassy. There's decorations, Christmas trees, music playing. So I like that. It's also set in the 70s. It's set in 71. So I thought like at the very beginning, it had a nice little grindhouse feel to it. When you see the title page come up, it looks real grindhouse-like. So I liked that. Let's see. I didn't really write too much down. But anyways, so let me just try to go over the synopsis really quick of the movie. So there are a group of 4 people, 3 males, 1 female, that are going around and just on a big killing spree, okay? And nobody knows why. And one of them gets shot, and they go to a girls' school. Now, of course, it's holiday time, and everybody at the school has gone home for the holidays, except 2 of the students, Samantha and Clara. And a teacher, her name is Rose, and she also has a boyfriend. I don't know if was the boyfriend a teacher too? He wasn't a teacher though, was he? I don't think he was a teacher too, but they showed the boyfriend or whatever. And then, the students had talked to the boyfriend, so that's why I was a little confused on that. Anyway, so the 4 people end up going to this girls' school, and the female in this group had actually went to the school years before. And they go there because she is wanting to find the book that years before that she tore a page out of, and it was a book on witchcraft. So the whole point of this movie is they're out killing everybody because they're trying to summon a demon. So they go to the school. The teacher actually lets them in. She doesn't want to, obviously, but she lets them in since the one guy is hurt, kind of tends to him. But you kind of right away, things are about to go down. They even said this was their last stop to finish off the spell, the summoning or whatever, to summon this demon. And things get crazy. They're very psycho. They tie them up, the 2 girls and the teacher, and then the boyfriend ends up coming too because they were all supposed to have Christmas dinner together. So he comes and they tie them all up around the dinner table. So here we are having another kind of dinner table scene again with crazy people. And you have another little scene with mashed potatoes. Nothing real nuts. Well, kind of. It's kind of nuts. It's just in a whole different way than Art the Clown. But it's another crazy moment with mashed potatoes. Okay, so they're torturing them around the table, da-da-da-da. But at the beginning of the movie, I already knew that Clara, one of the girls, that there's something going on with that girl. Because she's not acting scared. She's not crying. She's not wanting to leave either. Like, she's not wanting to go outside. And then the girl within the group, she had looked at her and was like, "You look familiar." So she kind of said that at the beginning of the movie. And I was like, okay, there's something going on with this Clara girl. Like, she's the demon or something is happening because she doesn't want to leave. She's acting like she doesn't care about anything that's happening or going on. And she's just acting very strange. So that's a little spoiler for you. She's the demon. But I got that like right at the very beginning of the movie. Brian said he didn't, but I did. And then once I kind of said something to Philip, then he was like, well, yeah, I know, I got that. But you'll find that out like within the middle of the movie anyway, because then once you find that out she's the demon, then it goes on with the rest of the movie, obviously. And then all hell breaks loose and things flip on the bad guys, obviously, But it was very interesting that it was a nice, interesting story for a Christmas movie, because usually our Christmas holiday movies are slasher type movies most of the time, or some like evil elf or something of that sort. And this is, a group of people going around killing people to summon a demon. But it goes wrong. They're not summoning a demon because the demon is already there. What was actually going to be happening, what the demon was actually wanting them to do is, because she did this all on purpose years ago, for Maisie to find the book and find the page. What she's actually wanting is to be released from her body and be released from the school. She's been stuck there the whole time as a child and in this school. That's why she couldn't go out earlier when the other girl wanted to escape. So crazy things happen once everybody figures out that she is the demon. She does a dance, which I thought was interesting. I was like, okay, so she's going to do a dance too. Just like Wednesday, just like Megan, she does a dance. It was very cool, though. It was very creepy because she has to contort and stuff because she's the demon. So I thought that was very interesting. A whole new dance going on. But the gore in this was great. The kills were great. Effects were good. A moment at the dinner table where you find out that the boyfriend was going to ask the girl to marry him, and what transpires throughout that moment is like really gut-wrenching. It's really disheartening, and I felt so horrible for the girl, for Rose, in that moment. I won't spoil that, but if you watch this movie and once you get to that moment, you'll know what I'm talking about. Dan, I know you know what I'm talking about. That was really rough. What happened? That was really rough. So that was interesting. And then things flip. Like I said, you find out that she's the demon. The other girl does eventually run out of the school to go get help. But she doesn't go get help. She kind of is like, you know what? I'm going to go back in there and I'm going to go help my friend. Because she doesn't know that she's a demon. She's not understanding all of what's happening yet. So, like I said, things flip on the bad guys. A lot of crazy other things happen to them now. And then the ending, I really, really liked. It was actually a very nice, happy ending. And you're rooting for the devil, or not the devil, but the demon. You're rooting for the girl and the demon. You're rooting for the girls. And it ends up being kind of sweet. The ending. It's kind of weird because of everything that just happened. But it ends up being kind of sweet. It really does. So it's a nice ending to the movie. You just have to watch the movie to know exactly what I'm talking about. But it was decent. It was really good. Like I said, I give it a 7. It was a nice, good Christmas movie. There were some moments throughout that were a little draggy. Just some talking moments and things like that. But I guess you're just kind of getting to know the character or whatever kind of a thing. But there was some stuff that dragged out a little bit. A few little moments probably could have been cut out. But all in all, it was a decent movie. So I highly recommend it. Go watch it on Shudder. Hey, Mike, how are you? Hey, Raven Wolf, how are you? Oh, good. Michael said he really liked it. The Fear Street movies. I kept thinking she looked familiar. Oh, okay. Which girl? Because I kept thinking that too. I was like, why did this... Is it the Samantha girl? She looked familiar to me. Yeah, I agree with you, Dan. I'd like to buy it as well. I wouldn't mind buying this particular movie if they put it out on Blu-ray. Yeah, Fred, I think you might enjoy this. I really recommend it. I know the other day Fred tried 2019 Black Christmas. And everybody was telling him, don't do it. Well, I don't know. You had a few comments on there of people saying that they really liked it, but I don't think you liked it though. Yeah, the Jimmy and Rose scene. Yeah, that was brutal. That was yeah, very disheartening. Like, holy crap, that really was gut wrenching. Broke your heart a lot with that moment. So, all right, guys, those are the only like really 3 main movies that I watched that are new. But I do have honorable mentions. So let me go to my honorable mention page. I have a lot of honorable mentions, actually, and some of them are kind of funny. Okay, first, I am going to mention, and I just posted and watched this last night. This is one of my favorite Christmas movies, and I love this DVD. I know my friend of mine, Charles, said, well, you need the Blu-ray. Yes, I do need the Blu-ray, but I don't have the Blu-ray. But I love this DVD. I freaking love the cover art. It's simple but effective. A present with blood and a knife. I love that so much. Again, it's Producers of Pieces. I believe this movie is on Shudder. So if you have not watched this, I highly recommend this 1984 slasher. It is a UK movie. So 2 of the actresses in this movie are also in Slaughter High. So there you go. It's just a straight up slasher. It's a guy going around killing people dressed up as Santa. So anybody dressed up as Santa, they're getting killed. That's basically what it's about, and then you find out why and all this other stuff. You've got blood, tits, and ass in this. You got everything you need in a Christmas holiday slasher movie right here. So I highly recommend Don't Open Till Christmas. That's a fun one. So there's an honorable mention. Again, it's on Shudder. I believe it's on Shudder. And then I also took everybody up on their recommendations last week, and a few people told me to watch the documentary Sly about Sylvester Stallone, and I did, and it was fantastic. So thank you for the recommendations. I love documentaries, so any documentaries that you guys are liking, tell me about it, because I love it. And I don't know, I tend to like them whether I like the person or not, or the subject or not, or whatever. I just want to know, you know? But I love Sylvester Stallone, and love him even more watching this documentary and him talking about, the Rocky movies and the Rambo movies. A lot of it's Rocky, though. And getting to know him a little more and knowing how he grew up, which wasn't, he didn't grow up in a good household whatsoever. So yeah, that was a great documentary. It is on, I wrote it down, it's on Netflix. So if you love Sylvester Stallone, I highly recommend this documentary. It's an hour and 35 minutes long, so not too bad. That was good. That was real good. About an online shop. Yes, I do remember you saying that, Elaine. I have not seen a trailer for Founders Day. No, I have not. I don't think I have. Yes, I believe they did release a 4K of this, or there's some sort of Blu-ray or something out of this. I just need to upgrade. I just haven't upgraded. But yeah. I also like how it's red. The DVD part is red, the case. The Robert Englund documentary is insanely good. Yes, Cody, I totally agree. That I've watched. Paramount recommend true crime. The murder of God's Banker on Paramount Plus. Ooh. Okay, I love true crime. I might have to try that. Thank you, Israel. Appreciate it. All right. Another honorable mention. I did post about this because I posted the kill in it. This was just something I was just scrolling and I was like, what's this? And it's on Screenbox. It's a 1990 independent film called Hook of Woodland Heights. It's only like 40 minutes long. That's it. Just 40 minutes. I was like, oh, I'll watch this. It's only 40 minutes. It's 1990. I'm so about watching anything older, like anything 80s or early 90s. I'm so about it. I want to see it. And it's basically just about an escaped mental patient. But I had posted a video in my story when I watched it of a clipboard kill. That was freaking awesome. Dude throws the clipboard right in dude's forehead like it has razor blades or something, and it gets stuck there and kill by clipboard. I love it. It was so cool. I've never seen that before in anything. So yeah, I had to post about that. So it's real cheesy, of course, and it's a 1990 independent film. I mean, you can't expect a whole lot, right? But it was decent. Why not? It was fun for all the fun kills like that. So yeah, that's on Screenbox if you want to check that out. And then I also watched, y'all, I had to watch this. But I watched it yesterday. I just turned on Scooby-Doo Haunted Holidays. Gotta watch some Scooby-Doo at Christmas time, right? And that's only a 20-minute little story of Scooby-Doo about a sinister snowman. So I watched that yesterday. It's on Tubi. So yeah, that's the stuff I've watched. And then I've just kind of rewatched other things too. Oh, yeah. No, you can't go wrong with Scooby-Doo. Oh, I had to watch it. And it's a sinister snowman. That's cool. I literally, I have no idea what I want to watch. I'm like, I'm going to watch Scooby-Doo. Happens all the time. Scooby-Doo gets turned on. Okay, guys, that's all I've watched. So let's talk about products. And I have some really cool stuff that I gotten for gifts that I would like to show y'all. Makes it a whole lot easier to show y'all here than me posting about it later. Or I'll probably post about it anyway. So products, real quick. Again, I'm wearing our Center t-shirt. We have it in small to 3X. It's online and in store if you'd like to purchase this t-shirt. We also have all of our Mego figures, $10. I think there's one more Young Frankenstein one I didn't put on the table that we have. It's the Hunchback or whatever. But these are basically the ones that we have in stock right now. And they're all 10 in store and online. So please grab you about 10 of them. We have a lot. Grab you some. Great Christmas gift or a gift for yourself or birthday gift or whatever. $10 is a steal. So get you some of those. We have some other fun sales going on the website right now too. We still have the $5 Funko Pops and some other fun stuff too. But we also have our Christmas sale. We're calling it our Christmas sale coming up this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Everything on sale. We'll still have these for 10 and some other products with their own sales. But other than that, everything else will be 15% off. Then, if you miss this weekend, we'll have a sale after Christmas. So we'll do a after Christmas sale Christmas Day, the 25th, 26th, and 27th. So that'll be a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So online in store for that as well. Same sale, same everything. And then we're going to do it again on Sunday, on New Year's Eve. We'll just do 24-hour New Year's Eve sale. Same thing, 15% off, other products being on sale. So same sales again. So plenty of sales coming up the rest of the month for y'all to get some Christmas gifts in or buy yourself something or whatever. So everything will be on sale. So that's really cool. And everything's in store and online. So if you live here in Vegas and you want to come in and get something, it applies to coming in the store as well. But we will be closed for Christmas Day, and we will be closed for New Year's Day. So the 2 Mondays in a row will be closed. And I think that you said the restaurant, Philip, is...
Christmas Eve, Christmas Day closed, New Year's Day closed.
Okay. Restaurant, Nightmare Cafe will be closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then New Year's Day. But the store will be open New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve. same hours, 12 to 6, because they fall on Sunday. So that's not changing. So anyway, so yeah, lots of sales coming up for you guys to purchase some stuff. All right. What are y'all saying real quick? Oh, is PayPal ignoring you? Or is the company ignoring you? Thank you, Dan. Not a creature was stirring. Yes. Thank you very much, Mike, for mentioning that. Because that is our movie we will be talking about next week. We are going to talk about A Creature Was Stirring next week on the podcast, and I'll talk about it here. It's a brand new Christmas movie with Scout Taylor Compton. So we all love Scout. Anything Scout's doing, I'm watching. So yeah, we're going to do that one next week. So I'm not sure where that is streaming. I looked it up. It looks like it's for rent on Amazon right now, so I might have to rent it. But yeah, that'll be the movie next week. Oh, and then I wanted to say too, my dumb ass last week was saying that the movie we were talking about this week was Norwegian. I'm getting my movies mixed up. It's not Norwegian. I was thinking of Something in a Barn, which is another new Christmas movie that is Norwegian. I have not watched yet, but I do plan on watching that as well, and hopefully I'll be able to review that next week too. So, my bad for getting movies mixed up and saying that. Boom. All right, so let me show y'all some really cool stuff. First off, a friend of mine on Instagram sent me his book. His name is Matthew Riley, and he goes by on Instagram, hold on, My Face Runs Red. So if you type in My Face Runs Red, that's what he goes by on Instagram. And he sent me his book, 2024. It's a 2024 horror diary. 12 months of horror. It's really cool. So yeah, it's just like different, kind of like a little diary thing. Can y'all see that? Isn't that neat? That's really cool. I like that. So thank you very much. I really appreciate the book. A horror day keeps the monsters at play. Now, isn't that cute? 3 days of cosmic chaos. And there's like little puzzles and little things in here. Oh, that's really cool. That's just so neat. I just got this, so I'm just now like really looking at it. Oh, and the drawings are really nice. Yeah, that's a fun little book. So thank you so much. Go check that out, y'all. Okay, and then, so I don't know if y'all have noticed, but there's a magazine called Signal Corp. They have posted me a few times my pinup pictures and posted about Nightmare Toys. They sent me a nice little care package of, I'm not sure if they're selling these. I guess they're selling them. I'm not sure, but you can follow them, Signal Corp, on Instagram. But there's a lot of like really like rocker chicks and stuff like that in the magazine. I kind of feel a little out of place with some of the other models that they're using for this magazine. I'm so like just girl next door compared to some of these other girls. But they're like, you know, rocker chicks and stuff, and the big hair and black and all that. And then there's me. Then there's this little pinup chick. That's me. So weird. But anyway, it's nice of them to advertise me though, and advertise Nightmare Toys. And they sent me a really cool package, y'all. Check it out. From Trick or Treat. Now I'm going to say, how fucking cool is that? Got that. And here is the magazine. So if you see, let's see. You can probably see it better on the figure here. Signal Corp. That's the name of the magazine. Please go follow them and check it out. Well, that is freaking cool. Right? I love it. I know everybody likes Trick or Treat. I don't think I've ever seen anybody say they hated the movie, right? Let's see. Let me open this up now that we're sitting here. I haven't opened the magazine. Oh, this is great. Oh, shit. Here's a card. The owner of Signal Corp is Bobby Kimball. Kimble. Bobby Kimball. So, yeah, Instagram Signal Corp. And here is the Oh, it's like a comic. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I'm trying to... It's hard to flip and hold this. I can't flip it and hold this at the same time. Oh, shit. Okay. Anyway. That is cool. Pages are gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And this figure. This figure is fucking cool. I'm so excited. There's never any merch for this. I have a t-shirt at home. Like a bright orange Trick or Treat t-shirt. But no merch. Do now. Thank you very much, Signal Corp. Y'all are awesome. This is the coolest thing ever. I appreciate it. Happy holidays. Isn't that neat? Hold on. Let me go back to y'all's questions. Wait a minute. Someone's asking questions. Stop doing the Deadly Destination. I love this series, but it looks like the last one you did was about 6 months ago. Yes, we did stop the Deadly Destination. Someone's asking about Deadly Destinations, Philip. Well, maybe we'll pick it back up later on. Yeah, we just had some changes being made, like with our video guys and stuff, and just changes were made, and we just didn't continue on with that show. But I loved doing it. I thought it was fun. So, yeah. So maybe we might go back to doing that. The company's ignoring you. Well, I'm sorry. That's not good. It is frustrating. Oh, I bet it is frustrating. Isn't that cool, Katie? A whole movie and a comic book, and yeah. Yes, I seen that, Michael. That Synopsis is doing a 4K. I'm definitely going to have to get that. Did you get the screener for Triple X Mist? Yeah, me too. They sent me one too. Yay! I'm probably going to watch and review that next week as well. I've been telling Drew came in, what was it, last week I think it was, right? Yeah, Drew came in last week and we were talking about it. So yeah, hopefully I can get that watched as well and review that too. So if I can get Triple Xmas, A Creature Was Stirring, There's Something in the Barn, I know I'm going to watch those. And I'll come up with something else. Wait a minute. I can't see that. TCM. Texas Chain. Oh, you got to go to the Texas Chainsaw House. Oh, that's cool. I thought that was cool. Oh, thank you, that horror couple. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it Christmas. I'm trying to just keep finding new Christmas movies out there to try to keep it holiday-like and Christmas-like to talk with y'all, since I do like the holiday movies. There is another movie that I am wanting to watch called, what was it? Till Death Do Us Part, I think it's called. It's on Tubi. It's brand new. It's not Christmas, but I was wanting to watch that movie and I haven't done it yet. And then Tubi also did put out a new Tubi original. And I probably should have watched that to talk about. So maybe I'll watch that and talk about it next week. Because they did put, I think, 2 more Tubi originals on there, but one seemed more horror. It's called like Black Mold. I think it's called Black Mold. Yeah. So I need to watch that too. I'm trying to think. I've seen a few other little independent films. There's another movie that looked interesting called Ghost Crew, I think it was called. Ghost Crew. I think it's on Screenbox or Shudder or something like that. I'm trying to remember me flipping through stuff. But that looked interesting. So yeah, there's quite a few movies that I still like to watch though. I will say the week after next, like Christmas week, me and Philip will be going to Alabama. So there will be no live show on the 27th. And there will be no podcast that week either. So, yeah, the day after Christmas, the 26th, we're leaving for Alabama so we can go see our friends and family in Alabama. I'm going to go see my daughter and Noah. And Noah, are you still on here? You're still going, right? Are you still here? We're supposed to be going to Nashville. So, yeah, we're going to head up to Nashville, I think, on the 28th. And go up to the Opry Mills Mall and all that and go do all that and shop and have a good time and have fun and everything. I know the Opryland hotel is always really gorgeous at Christmas time too. It's real pretty. So, yeah, we're going to go up to Nashville. Philip's going to do his thing with his friends and stuff. And, yep, and then we'll be back home. So, that'll be fun. Bye, Fred. I hope you have a good night. It was okay. Yeah, somebody else told me they thought it was just okay too. Maybe it was Brian. I can't remember. But I am wanting to watch that too. Okay, I think that's really about it. Let's wrap it up. I've been talking y'all's ear off for about an hour now. I don't think that there's anything else. Is there anything else we needed to mention? I don't think so. My social media. Maybe I might mention that for just a second. So I am going to be doing, I'm adding on some other social media for myself. I'm just putting this out there, and it's just if you're a big fan of like just me, it's not going to be horror related. There'll be nothing horror related. But I do have Philip's kind of running the page. Right now we're doing another TikTok, right? Is there anything else you've put together or just the TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok and Instagram.
Is there another Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Is it all under Kristy Adams? Okay, so I'm doing a whole other Instagram and TikTok under Kristy Adams. Philip's actually kind of going to run those pages a little bit. I won't be answering messages on those. And those pages are just like for me, if you like me, and to go to my other pages, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, we posted some nice little videos and stuff on the TikTok. It's doing pretty well already, and we just started it. But it's just some other things we're just trying to get my other pages ahead a little further, like my OnlyFans and stuff. That's what I'm talking about here. I'm trying not to say it, but yeah, that's what I'm kind of talking about here. But there are no naughty stuff on these new pages. It's just me. So, but no horror related stuff. But my pages that I'm already doing, my Nightmare Kristy, that's not changing. I mean, that's staying the same or whatever. So you can just stay on these pages if you didn't want to join the Kristy Adams page. But it's just Kristy being Kristy. So that's the purpose of those. So if you do see a TikTok or an Instagram and it says Kristy Adams and you see my pictures, don't freak out. It's probably us. So I'm just doing that. I just want to put that out there. You don't have to go follow if you don't want. I'm just putting it out there. But I do have a TikTok, but I don't really use it that much. I just post my collectible stuff on there, and I'm using it just to kind of make videos to put on Instagram, really. I don't really get on TikTok very much, but just saying. But anyway, so Philip will put those links on my link tree here soon. We're still kind of putting things together and doing stuff. But yeah, all my other pages are staying exactly the same though. I just wanted to say that I'm adding on those. So just Kristy Adams. That's all. So if you find me, that's me. But you can still follow me on all my other stuff. I have my OnlyFans and my Fansly. I have my own website as well. I have Cash App if you're wanting content. If you don't want to subscribe to anything, I get it. My loyal fans and my mini vids, I'm probably going to get rid of after this month. They just don't do anything, so there's just no point in it. And then, I have my Twitter and my Instagram, of course, all under Nightmare Kristy. I have a Cameo as well. So yeah, I got a lot going on. And then, of course, you can follow Nightmare Toys on all social media too. TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, everything. So Nightmare Toys is also on everything. And Nightmare Cafe too. Nightmare Cafe has all those too, right? Yeah, has all those pages and everything too. So in Nightmare Cafe, make sure you go follow that so you can see all the fun videos from our new shows that we are doing at the restaurant. So yeah, lots of social medias. It's like dang, that's a lot to list. But yeah, so that's happening. Hello, Savage Zombie. Hey, Mr. Halloween, how are you? Hello, you're very welcome, JB. Thank you. Hello, Zombie Momsen. I'm actually about to go. I've already kind of talked about everything in all of my movies, so I will return next week talking about some more Christmas movies. But please go make sure you watch. Let me recap really quick for everybody that just joined in. Go watch The Circle of Death on Amazon. Go watch The Sacrifice Game, which is on Shudder, and Night of the Missing, which is on Screambox. And then the Sly documentary is on Netflix. So, yeah. Go watch all that. And remember, we have all of our sales coming up too. So, all right, guys. I will see y'all next week. Thank you very much for being here. I really, really, really appreciate every single one of you. I love all of you so much. I know I don't get to text much. I'm so sorry. I'm really having problems with my hands a lot lately. It's getting really bad. But just know that I love all of y'all very much, and I really appreciate everything from every single one of y'all. Okay? So y'all have a great spooky day, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.